Jeannie.
Hello, darling. How are you?
I'm okay. How is your life in captivity right now?
Eating, walking, troubleshooting.
Yeah.
I mean, it's basically our life, but it's not going to be forever.
First, there was a shock to it. For the first, say, 10 days or 2 weeks, like, how am I going to do this? How am I going to work? Then there was a kind of novelty to it where it was like, okay, this is kind of how it is.
I took pictures of the deer the other day, so clearly the muscles that we normally are used on a daily level are a little bit slack right now. Or being used towards other things like cooking.
What are you cooking? What's the last thing you made?
I made challah yesterday.
On a Sunday. Wait a minute. I think you made challah on a Sunday.
I did. I made challah on a Sunday. It was actually challah number 2 because challah number 1 on Friday did not turn out that well. And I made for dinner a delicious lemon lentil soup, and I roasted hen mushrooms as chips.
I love that.
But what I really want to do is just order sushi.
What book are you reading right now, or books?
Books. I'm reading My Dark Vanessa that was recommended by Marilyn Minter. It's kind of the textbook teacher as predator, and it's Kate Russell's kind of cross between Lolita and Me Too. And then I just finished, which I totally recommend, Women Talking. It's like a master class in kind of religious ethics and Socratic dialogue and women's rage.
So it sounds heavy.
But it's a quick read, and it's also beautifully written. And then the third thing I'm reading, which I really am enjoying, I'm reading it out loud to Clara, which is Pride and Prejudice.
Oh, wow.
So
you're highly feminized, high feminist agenda in your writing. I really like reading. I like that.
I'm almost ready to put it down and read Valley of the Dolls or something. And,
What are you drinking? What's your drink of choice?
My drink of choice is very specific right now. So it's tequila with turmeric, ginger, and lemon. And I start at 7, and there we go.
Now, is there any work of art that offers you a particular solace right now?
This is so embarrassing, but I finished one, and now I'm staring at another because we've got a Liberty puzzle on our table. And so I was staring at a Klimt, and now I'm staring at a Botticelli Venus. And
oh, nice.
I guess, what better time than to stare at a reproduction puzzle?
I've been thinking so much about you because I know you're in the middle of a big gallery project. And remind me the address of your new gallery.
3 East 89th.
And how do you feel about the physicality of galleries right now? Are you thinking in your head how your program might change as a result of this moment?
I have always been flexible, or thought of our gallery, and all galleries, in fact, as having the ability to react very quickly. That's kind of the privilege of having a gallery versus the way that a museum might plan an exhibition.
So one of the things I've really always admired, Jeannie, about you and your program, you're one of the first dealers that really took on historical corrections of women in a serious way, women and African Americans, actually. And so I like that you've always had that bravery of vision and bravery of agency.
Okay, I love that your interpretation is that it's bravery, because it really was that I went to a place that I recognized, and more a place that nobody else was in, where people weren't
essential.
Looking. Yeah, it was
right.
essential. It was kind of practical.
I also like that you have always been brave about toggling between different media with equal weight and importance.
There's that great quote of Brian Eno where he says, art is everything you don't have to do. And basically for me, it literally is. It can be a great haircut. It can be a piece of ceramic. It can be an amazing piece of furniture. And in fact, I was recently thinking about a piece of art that you and I have discussed that I live with, which is that David Hammond chandelier, which is probably one of the most well-known works that I actually have the privilege of living with. And that work is actually a chandelier. It functions like a light fixture. It is a light source. It has double function, yet it is the highest of art. So I'm interested in these kinds of blurring of things. And so yes, the new gallery will consolidate all of these practices into one. I mean, how do you think it's going to affect your physical space? Hello?
Sorry, my dog was barking. I think the experience of seeing a work of art in a particular setting with exceptional lighting and great context and just a certain sumptuousness is not something that's going to go away.
No, it can't. And the experience can't go away. It's just too seductive. It's too awesome.
There's so few things left in life that are truly live experiences. that looking at great works of art in person is definitely one of those live experiences that remains.
Yeah.
So this is last question. When this quarantine is all over, what's the first thing you'll do?
Oh, the first thing I will do is probably go to the manicurist. Sorry.
No,
so embarrassing.
It's not.
Is that so terrible? You probably are going to say like the Met or MoMA.
No, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to have a massage. And then I'm going to get my hair colored and cut.
Okay,
and
good.
then I'm going to...
Go eat sushi.
Right. Yeah, I'm going to definitely go have sushi. That's so great, exciting. We look forward to seeing more of what is in store and how you manage to pivot, reinvent, extrapolate, interpret this moment, and make some meaning out of it. We count on you for that. So,
thank you, Amy.
Thank you, Jeannie.
Okay.
Lots of love.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.